Hello everyone, and welcome to Clipper TV. I'm Bart Gallagher.
And I'm Nicole Haley. We begin today with an update on upcoming school events. We have our reporter Sophia Emmons with a story on the Interact Club and their annual pond party.
Thanks, Nicole. I'm here at the KeyBank Pond in Yarmouth watching these hockey players skate, knowing that on Sunday, January 29th, there'll be many more people here. That's the date that Interact is putting on their annual pond party, where there'll be a bake sale to help benefit people in Yarmouth who can't heat their homes. There'll be a bonfire and music to skate to. Hope to see you there, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, January 29th. Thanks. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you, Sophia.
And next, a look at our winter sports teams. Our star reporter, Mark the Machine Brown, sat down with the varsity boys hockey coach to talk about the team's first season under Coach St. Pierre.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach St. Pierre with an inside look on the Clipper season. Coach, this is your first year as head coach. What has been the most challenging aspect for you so far?
I think initially it was getting the organizational stuff as a head coach for the first year, kind of getting the program started under kind of my watch and getting all the organizational things kind of put together. But once the season started, I think probably the biggest challenge has been getting the team to kind of work together as a unit, getting the senior leadership established, and kind of putting our mark on what we want to kind of get accomplished this year and kind of set the tone for the season.
What does this team need to improve on in order to assert themselves as a top dog in this conference, along with Cape and Greeley?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. I think we've got to establish ourselves as we talked about it a lot as a lunch pail team, about a team that needs to show up every night and work their tail off and outwork teams. I think there are a lot of teams in our league that are very talented, and the best way to beat that is to outwork them. And I think if we can establish that type of mentality in our game, I think we've got something going for us that can carry us a long way. And there's no question in my mind that we've got enough in this locker room to go all the way.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and good luck with the rest of your year. Back to you guys.
Looks like the team has some faith in Coach Saint. I know I do. Next, Mark had a chance to talk to senior captain of the basketball team, Josh Britton.
Yeah, thanks, Bart. I'm here with Josh Britton, the captain of the basketball team. Josh, how does it feel to be a part of that 1,000th point club?
It's a great honor. It's a great accomplishment, but it's time to move on and finish up the season strong.
9-2 is an impressive record so far. Yet, what does your team still need to improve on in order to make a successful playoff run?
We definitely need to keep working hard in practice and get after it on the floor. We're a really fast-paced team. Mr. Smith really gets us going, so we just need to come together as a family. It's a small group of guys, and we just need to keep going.
Yep. In your mind, who is the best team in Class B, and how will you beat them?
Right now, I'd have to say Falmouth. They still have the undefeated record, and I'm really excited to play them senior night at home. It's going to be a great game. We lost by 4 points or 6 points last time, so it's going to be a good one. And as the way we're going to beat them, we're just going to come out flying, come out strong with a lot of passion.
Yeah. How does Coach Smith's coaching style motivate you and your teammates?
I bet the whole state of Maine knows he's a really up-and-going coach. He likes to get us fired up, especially in practice. So with his tone and with his intensity, it gets us all pumped up and ready to play.
All right, there you have it. Thanks a lot, Josh. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Mark. We have a look ahead for sports coming up this week. It starts off with a swim meet this Thursday, followed by a track meet on Friday, a ski event next Monday, and both girls and boys varsity basketball have a big game against Greeley on Tuesday at Greeley.
Another story we're following today is a look into theater here at Yarmouth. Clipper TV's Asa Slayton had a chance to speak with director Mrs. Pulley about the Playmakers' newest project.
Mrs. Pulley, can you tell us in a nutshell what the one-act competition is all about and how it works?
There are over 100 schools that participate in the drama festival every year. There are 2 divisions, Class A and Class B, and it's solely decided on the size of the school. So schools that are 550 or less are in Class B, and those that are over 550 are in Class A. We're in Class B, so there's probably about 54 schools competing. They do a regional round, so there's like 5 to 10 schools at 10 different sites throughout the state of Maine. We're going to be at Leavitt High School this year for our regional, and we compete with 5 other Class B schools, and there's also going to be 5 Class A schools. So a winner from Class A and a winner from Class B will be announced at the end of that festival. Those winners go on to states, and we are hosting the state competition here at Yarmouth High School on March 23rd and 24th.
So you chose A Midsummer Night's Dream this year for the one act. I heard that it's a bit different. Is there a reason why you cut out the lovers in this play, or why'd you change the play?
Well, we didn't really change the play. We are just doing certain scenes from the play that focus on the character of Bottom. Midsummer Night's Dream is a full-length play, and when we've seen it performed at festival, even though it's cut, it's often still too much material to cover in the 35-minute time limit that we're allowed for the one-act festival. So just focusing on the acting troupe with Bottom as the central character and adding Titania and Oberon and Puck and some of the fairies really allows us to dig into the comedy in those scenes. And although the scenes with the lovers and Hippolyta and Theseus are also very funny, it does stand by itself just to have those scenes. And so when I was in college in my directing class, I did this. I took these scenes and I put them together in a very less formal way than we are doing it as a one act. And it worked. They held together some really funny scenes. We have some really great comedic actors here at Yarmouth High School, and the rehearsals are going really well so far.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Mrs. Pulley, for your time. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you, Asa.
Now for the one-on-one segment of our show, we have reporter Amelia French meeting with the beautiful, erudite English teacher, Miss Johansson.
Thank you, Bart. I'm here with Mrs. Johansson, one of the English teachers here at Yarmouth High School. Mrs. Johansson, how are you?
Hi, Amelia. I'm fine, thank you.
And how long have you been teaching at Yarmouth?
I've been teaching at Yarmouth a long, long time. Decades, actually. Thank you.
And what would you like to do if you weren't a teacher?
Well, if I was not a teacher, my first job would have been an actress. I always wanted to be an actress. I did a lot of acting in high school, and I always wanted to be on a soap opera because soap opera is my favorite genre, the daytime drama. And I always wanted to be the vamp, the girl that everybody hated, and that because that kind of role had a lot of richness to me. So that would have been my first job if I didn't want to be a teacher. And then my other job I would have liked to have been the next Oprah. That really is my goal. I could still achieve that actually if I got done teaching. So that's it. A talk show host or an actress.
Very fascinating. Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Mrs. Johansson.
You're very welcome, Amelia.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Amelia.
Next, a student survey with our Clipper TV reporter, Carrie Adams.
Thanks, Nicole. The question I'll be asking is if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Bacon.
Drew, what would you choose?
Cinnamon buns, definitely.
I would have to say ice cream.
Pickles. What would it be?
Turkey.
I think I would eat apples.
Grapes.
I have to go with chicken pad thai. 2-star.
I love that. Thanks.
Gluten-free pasta.
Butterfingers.
Good decision. Henry Oliva, if you could have one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Snickers.
Good decision.
I would choose watermelon.
I don't know.
Oh, s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Oranges.
Lasagna.
Jake, why would you choose tacos?
Because you can put anything in tacos, so you can have a whole lot of food.
Cherry flavored Pez.
Thank you, Carrie. Now a look ahead to the rest of this week. The quarter is ending on the 27th, and we also have another approaching school event, the annual Yarmouth's Got Talent competition. Bart, what are you thinking of showing the school for that?
Well, Nicole, I have two talents. One, my best talent, looking pretty.
I'm impressed.
Call me. My other talent is definitely writing poetry, so we'll see, one of those two.
Deep, wow. Well, we would like to thank all of our people working behind the scenes for this episode. Hannah Felker, Laura Petropoli, Emily Godfrey, and Amy Wazalewski, and also to our editor, Devin Bray, for putting together our debut newscast.
Thanks for watching the first ever episode of Clipper TV. Stay tuned for our next episode, and you stay classy. Yarmouth.